Hey everybody, it's Ariannitalagringa and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will teach you how to order food in a restaurant. And to make this video, I will actually go to a restaurant. This is a restaurant. It's called Prime. But what is a restaurant? A restaurant is a place where people go eat and drink. Now, there are many different types of restaurants, but this one is a fine dining restaurant, which is basically a fancy restaurant. And normally you'll dress up or wear formal apparel. People will normally wear formal attire or will get dressed up to go eat inside a restaurant. So right now I'm just wearing a bodysuit, a black bodysuit, a skirt, and some heels. And of course, there are more kinds of different restaurants. For example, casual dining.
This is a restaurant that offers a more relaxed atmosphere and simpler food.
Fast food.
This is a restaurant that serves food quickly and cheaply.
Bistro.
This is a restaurant with an inexpensive and simple menu.
And cafe.
This is a restaurant that serves coffee, pastries, and light meals.
Now it's time to walk inside the restaurant. Let's go. When you walk inside the restaurant, you'll be greeted by the host. This is the host and this is the host stand. So the host is the person that will greet you and will see you at your table. If it's busy, you might have to wait in line, but if you don't want to wait in line, then you can book a reservation before heading to the restaurant. A reservation is when you reserve a table. That is the table over there. And it makes sure you have a place to eat when you get to the restaurant. Now I have a reservation, so I'm going to talk to the host. Hi, how are you?
Hello, how you doing?
Good, how are you? I have a reservation for 2 at 4 p.m.
Sure, what was the name?
Ariana.
Wonderful. Alrighty, I'll show you right this way.
Thank you. Now what happens if you don't have a reservation? Well, this is how you can get a table.
Hello, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing well, thank you. Do you have a reservation with us today?
No, I don't. Do you guys have a table?
Of course, how many in your party?
Just 2.
When the host asks how many in your party, they just want to know how many people are coming to eat.
Perfect. I'll show you right this way.
Thanks.
Enjoy.
Thank you. I am sitting at the table. I was sitting over there, but I asked the host if I could move to this table because there's better lighting for this video. And the host gave me 2 menus. This is a menu. A menu is a list of food and drink items available at a restaurant. Now I will look through the menu to see what food I want to eat, but as I look, I will wait for the waitress or the waiter. I'm not sure who it is. He or she will introduce himself or herself, and they will ask me what kind of beverage I will be drinking today, and he or she will ask me if I'm ready to order. In America, we call them waiters if they're men, and waitresses if they're women. A waiter or waitress is the person who takes your order and serves you food.
Hi, my name is Gwen. I'll be your server for tonight. Can I get you started with something to drink?
Yeah, I'll have a glass of water, please.
Sounds good. I'll be right back with that.
Thank you. Thanks for the glass of water.
Of course.
After you sit down at the table, then a server will come to you. He or she will introduce themselves, and then they will ask if you would like a beverage or something to drink. So I just ordered a glass of water, but honestly, on the back of this menu, you can find more beverages like fountain drinks, cocktails, etc. Thanks for the glass of water.
Of course. Are we ready to order?
I think I need more time. After the waiter or waitress comes back with your drink, then they will ask you if you're ready to order. But if you're indecisive like me, you might need more time looking at the menu. Now let's check out the menu. This is the menu, and it has a list of different food options and drink options available at this restaurant. Now, typically, a restaurant will have a physical menu. Some restaurants right now, you will scan a QR code from your phone, and then you'll see the menu appear on your phone. It won't be a physical copy like this menu, it'll be a virtual copy. On the menu, you can find appetizers, entrees, desserts, and on the back of the menu, beverages. This is a steakhouse as well as a seafood restaurant, so I'm going to order both steak and some seafood. While taking a look at the menu, it's important to be aware if you have any food allergies. Allergies are a medical condition where your body will react badly to certain ingredients. For example, if my friend is allergic to shrimp, remember, we're inside a seafood restaurant, she has to be aware of what food is included or has shrimp on top of it. So basically, she can't order anything that has shrimp. Let me know down below if you guys have any food allergies. And I personally don't have any food allergies, so I can order anything from this menu. I will order a filet mignon. And when you order, the waitress will ask you, how would you like it cooked? There are different ways to cook steak. The first way is rare, medium, medium well, and well done. I will order a filet mignon, and I like it cooked medium well. I don't like it too raw or well done. Let me know down below how you guys like your steak cooked.
Hi, are we ready to order?
Yeah, so for my appetizer, can I get some calamari? And then for my entree, I would like the 6-ounce filet mignon.
And how would you like that cooked?
Can I get that medium well?
Okay, and for your side?
Yeah, can I get a side of mashed potatoes, please?
And do we want this all to come at once?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, I'll go put that in right now.
Thanks. I just ordered food from the waitress, and I used some phrases to order food from the menu. I asked, can I get some calamari? And I would like a 6-ounce filet mignon. But here are some more options and phrases to order food if you're inside a restaurant. Let's say you want to order some salmon. Some casual phrases to ask for this order include, I'd like some salmon. Can I get salmon, please? I will have salmon, thanks. But if you want to sound more formal, you can say, may I get some salmon, please? I'd like to order salmon, and could I get some salmon, please? Meanwhile, I wait for my food. Let's see what's on the table. This is the table, and on the table there is a tablecloth. It's a black tablecloth, and then on the table, this is a napkin, and before you eat, you'll normally put this on your lap, because if food spills on your lap, you don't want it falling on your clothes. And in front of me, this is a wine glass. I'm not drinking wine because I'm just drinking water. And then I have silverware, or you can also call these utensils. Silverware or utensils include a fork, a knife, and a spoon. And normally these will be inside a napkin, but they're just laid out flat on the table. Now, what's the difference between silverware and utensils? Silverware are eating utensils made of silver. These are silverware.
Utensils include forks, spoons, knives, chopsticks, etc., even if they're made of plastic, wood, or other materials.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. There we are.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everything looks delicious.
Is there anything else I can grab for you?
Maybe just a refill of water, please.
I'll go get that right
Okay,
now.
thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I just got my food on the table. So I ordered some calamari as my appetizer. So normally with an appetizer, you'll get that before your main dish, before your entree, but I wanted everything together because I'm really hungry. And then for my entree, I ordered a 6-ounce filet mignon that is medium well, and then I also ordered a side dish of mashed potatoes. Also, if you're indecisive and you don't know what to order, you can ask the server when she takes your order, what do you recommend, or what's your favorite dish on the menu? If you need something while you're eating, for example, a refill of water, some more sauce, or anything with your food, you can call your waiter's attention. For example, you can wave your hand politely and say, "Excuse me, miss," or "Excuse me, sir," and that will call their attention and they will assist you if you need any help. I just finished my food and everything was delicious. Now, if you're not a big fan of meat, like steak or animal products, you might be vegetarian or a vegan. Now, what's the difference between these two terms?
Vegetarian food is a type of food that does not include any meat. Vegan food is any food that doesn't include any meats and any other products that comes from animals, like eggs, dairy, and even honey.
Can I clear some of this stuff out of the way?
Yes, please, I'm finished. Thank you.
Okay.
And then can I also get a refill of some more water?
Of course.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Did we want a box for this one?
Yes, please.
Here's that boxed up for you.
Thank you. Now, what happens if you don't finish eating all of your food like I did? I had some leftover mashed potatoes. Well, you can take your food to go, and it comes in a box. So these mashed potatoes will be my leftovers for tomorrow.
And would you guys like the check?
Yes, please. Can I get the check? Thanks.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And I have my card here, so I'll just give it to you now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. When you're ready to leave the restaurant, you will need to pay the check or the bill. So this is the bill and it has the total cost of your meal. And then you will pay with a credit card or cash. Another way to pay for your meal is by splitting the bill with someone. So if you want to divide the bill between you and another person, that means you will split the bill in half. So you can ask the waiter, "Excuse me, can you split the bill?" That way, for example, instead of paying $50, you and your friend will only spend $25 per person. I just paid my check or my bill, and right now, this is my receipt that I paid for it. Also, in the US, waiters and waitresses rely on a heavy portion of tipping as their pay. So, if you eat inside a restaurant with a waiter or waitress that is providing you a service, you should tip at least 20% of the bill to pay the waiter or waitress for their work. What happens if I don't want to pay a tip? Well, here in America, it's very common to pay for your tip because the waitress or waiter is providing a service for you. Even if you didn't like your food, if you think it was too spicy, or if you just didn't like it at all, it's common to leave a tip because that is very polite. If you don't leave a tip, that could be considered rude and impolite. So remember, if you're eating inside a restaurant, if you're dining in, don't forget to leave a tip. There are two ways to give a tip. Since I already paid with a credit card, I can just leave the tip amount right here, and then I will add up the total right here. But another way is just to leave a cash tip. So since I already have cash, I'll just leave a cash tip. I just paid for my meal and I tipped, but before leaving the restaurant, I want to show you some more parts of this restaurant. When I first entered, I was greeted by the host, and then he led me to my table where the waitress asked me if I wanted anything to eat. In this restaurant, there is a bar. Behind me is the bar, and it's a place where people serve drinks. And the person that serves drinks is called the bartender. He's the person that mixes and serves drinks. And then the person that helps out the bartender is called the barback. He's basically like the assistant, where he helps keep everything organized and also helps with serving drinks. And of course, this restaurant has a restroom. So if you're a man, you will use the gents' restroom, and if you're a woman, you will use the ladies' restroom. And behind me, this is the dining area. So this is where the host will seat you at one of these tables. Also, behind me, you can see some servers called waitresses or waiters who will help serve you food. Also, when you leave, there might be some extra plates or silverware on the table. And that's where the busboy or busgirl will help clear the table and set up a new table for the next couple or family who want to eat at a table. And of course, every restaurant will have a kitchen. Behind me, this is the kitchen. And in the kitchen, you will have a chef who will prepare delicious food. My food was amazing. Also, there are many more chefs like the head chef, a sous chef. You'll also have someone doing the dishes, and then someone to bring the food out to the tables. That's called a food runner. I just ate inside the restaurant, but this restaurant also has a patio. This is a patio, and it's a nice place to eat outside when the weather is really warm, like in the summer. Okay, everybody, that's all for today's video about restaurant vocabulary. Now you guys are ready to tackle any menu. Go ahead and give me a like, subscribe, and remember, keep practicing your English every day. Bon appetit, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!